Is that really it? We're not going to get prompted anything else? Sticky bomb. Well, Lady Bandit Leader lady said to find her later. I guess we can go look for her in the places where she had been appearing before.
Why send us on another raid now? We've barely caught our breath from the last battle.
We're at war.
Oh.
You want to rest? Try asking the Eagle Tribe for a few days off.
Well, she's somewhere. Still yelling at dudes.
Why bother? As into the Mongols?
I think I'd recognize her character model if I saw it, but
At least the Eagles.
yeah, we could spend a long time running around in here. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quick open... I'm going to quick just hop to the internet and do a quick Google search on whether epilogue, you know, Iki Island DLC epilogue, like, are we missing anything? Because this game seems to have just petered out. Iki Island epilogue. Okay. Speak of Tenzo and Fune. When you first speak of Fune, Fune alludes to a new Tale of Iki side quest for you, A Mother's Law, for leaving you alone with Tenzo. Either of these are valid options. Da, da, da. The end, vow. If you swipe the touchpad vow, he will also bow. I missed the chance to bow. That's it. But I found out about another side tale. But that's it. I could have bowed to him, and I didn't. Because it goes from here. Yeah, this thing goes from here to Mythic Tales. This guide that I'm looking at, IGN. Alright, A Mother's Law. Click the link. Oh man, looks like there's a whole other video's worth of content to do here. All right, you know what? Fine. Let's do it. Let's be an extra long finale. We're gonna do A Mother's Law side quest because why the hell not? What do I got to do with my life other than play this game forever? But she's okay. So she is to be found around here somewhere. But yeah, that's like that little ending we got with him. That's all we get with him. So now. An IGN guide doesn't tell you exactly where she's at. It says she's in the same house where we found her before. Well, that has been a recurring issue with me, figuring out where the hell she is. I'll tell you what, here's the trade-off. I was going to fight that fisherman one more time, and now I'm not, because instead I'm going to do this significantly longer thing. I'm just going to accept that I was defeated by that guy. I was going to fight him one more time expecting to lose. No, we're not going to do that now.
On another raid now. We've barely caught our breath from the last battle.
We're at war. If you for a few days off.
Is she in here? Because obviously, it's when we're wandering around these places. This might be the last sticky bomb we acquire. It's when we're wandering around these places that's the little like, oh, you can do this mission. And she's like, there's something we're missing over here. How do you actually get into this house? There's stairs that I probably hadn't noticed before. There you go.
Leave us, Hachiro.
But I want to get this supplies. It's incendiary oil and I can't get it. Alright. Let's make
Trouble
this
with
quick.
your men?
Nothing I can't handle. I suppose I should thank you
Yeah, you should.
for killing the eagle. And for letting Tenzo walk
Well, I wasn't actually given a story choice there, but...
As for Tenzo, this island has seen enough bloodshed
Oh, I
already.
don't think so. I'm
It's
sending you
about
off
to
for more
see some
bloodshed.
more. There's a Mongol ship off the coast, loaded with enough supplies to get my men through this war.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take it.
And you want help from Ikki's most hated samurai.
That honor goes to your father.
You're willing to hire your former enemy, put your entire crew at risk.
No, you work for me now. I'm not hiring you.
What's really on that ship, Fune?
My daughter.
So
Oh.
this is a rescue mission.
Yes. Hidden in a raid.
Your crew doesn't know. You haven't told them you're risking their lives to save.
Well, I'm good to go tell them. Ha ha.
Only if they find out.
They did say
And
something
if we
about...
turn
oh.
against each other now,
The Eagle Tribe will tear you apart.
They did...
I can't
So you're going to
abandon my
manipulate
daughter.
your guys. Gotcha.
join my raid. And
She
help
did
me
say
save
something
her.
about wanting a samurai who's good at keeping secrets, because
Alright.
she's basically using her own men for her own personal...
Thank you.
But she's trying to
Leave
save
at
her daughter. That
sunrise.
seems nice.
Until then, you can join the festivities or rest on my ship.
A mother's law. Mothers-in-law. Huffman and Huffman. There's a local ad for
Enjoy yourself
lawyers
while
that
you
goes
can.
brothers-in-law
Before I
Huffman and
press
Huffman.
light.
So I just modified it slightly. Alright. So we can socialize with them. That's optional. Let's that's a spam call. God damn it. Let's do optional socializing.
Care for a drink?
That doesn't smell like any sake I've had.
Oh, I peed in
Don't
it.
drink fancy brews on Iki, Lord Sakai.
Mm-hmm.
You want fire in your belly? You'll have to settle for my special recipe.
Piss from a guy who just drank a lot of sake.
That's about the Eagle's drink, after all.
I'll share the bottle to put your mind at ease. What are we drinking to?
Yeah, but it turns out I have spent the last several years developing an immunity to arcane poison.
How long?
Okay, so that was... Oh, now I can socialize by eating their crappy food.
Fune said the Mongol ship's loaded with riches.
And bitches.
Fune says a lot of things.
You think she's lying?
I think she's hiding something from us. And the last time she acted this way, I lost 2 brothers in the deep.
Better mutiny. I guess I socialized with them in the form of listening to them talk shit about their boss. Now, do I get to climb up there and tell her, hey, your guys know that this is a bunch of bullshit and they're worried?
Want to place a bet?
Sake last night.
I had the sake goggles on big time. Oh, please don't tell me I have to suddenly learn how to play Go.
A game of Go. I used to play this with my uncle.
There's no room for more players, but we're taking bets.
No, we are suddenly introducing this very complex game as a strategy. Always bet on black.
Go with black.
Good luck. Stop by later and see if you won.
Boy, there's a lot of socializing to be done, eh? Including betting on Go. Yeah! Fire! Yeah!
Fune's busy planning horse shit. She's never
Planning
missed a
horse shit?
celebration. She did once. The night after. We've got company.
So let's go, go, go. Move, move, move.
Better wait on Funa's ship.
The socializing mostly consisted of everyone being suspicious of us as we just didn't wait on Fune's ship. Anyway, at least the ship should be easy to find. It'll be out near the water, right? But apparently it's not this ship. If only I had bowed, I might have gotten a little bit more ending and not have checked IGN, and I would be blissfully unaware that this side quest exists. But no, the real loser here is that bloody fisherman dude doesn't get one more chance to beat me, because that's the trade-off game. All right, I appreciate, like, I know it's weird to be complaining about content, but I'm just like, nah. I guess I'm just not doing that duel one more time now because I need to be done, and now I'm forced to do this. Well, at least this is going to make our final episode, like, super long. That's a great tradition of these games.
I gave you an order.
We're not moving until you tell us everything.
What's happening?
I guess we have to convince her to be honest with her men? Because otherwise we're just betraying her and giving away the secret, which seems pretty rude.
This isn't just a supply run, is it? What's so important about this Mongol ship?
The enemy is on the move, and you are delaying us.
You owe us answers.
No, Hatsuro. I owe you nothing.
You can go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
Leave him to me, Jing.
Who are you loyal to, Hune? Your men or the butcher's son?
I have given every piece of myself to you and my men.
It's been kind of slutty.
Prepare the ship. Now.
As you command.
I
Sorry.
have men waiting down the beach. This way.
I guess really she's not going to reveal the truth of what's going on. That incendiary oil, I think we saw. Oh, sticky bombs.
Don't let him distract you.
I know.
Shut up.
Not when we're so close to Toki.
What does your daughter look like?
Oh, she's
There are
super
other
hot.
prisoners. We'll need to find her in the crowd.
She has my chin. And eyes. And
And
I don't know what she looks like now.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I
good
haven't
point.
seen her in years.
growing apart from family can be difficult.
Also, the Mongols have had her, so
No. But my father,
he had a child. Me.
I barely knew him. He saved his true self for the battlefield.
Whatever.
Maybe I have more in common with the butcher of Iki than I'd care to admit.
You know, I've been having hallucinations about my dead father recently. You should have common stuff with your... Anyway. It wasn't letting me run, so I have to jump to speed this along. This will force her to run. Oh, has her daughter been murdered here, or what's going on now?
My scouts. Still your blade.
They're just murdering dudes, don't worry about it.
Yasu, report.
Mongol dogs are loading their ship now.
They have dogs that are trained to load ships? That's amazing!
They retreat for open water.
Let them try. My archers are in position. Ready to torch.
Oh, but I didn't get to do a thing where I went around scouting and told them where to take up position. What the hell?
Protect any precious cargo from harm.
Good
Including
thinking, Lord
anybody who
Sakai.
might look like that
you
girl.
volunteered to lead the charge.
What the fuck? No!
Take the ship. Leave no Mongol alive.
Make sure to murder any prisoners on board. Wait a second. Alright, so we're boarding the Mongol ship, We haven't had one of these for a while, so this is probably going to be a mission, I know, what with there being a prisoner on board, where if we get spotted, they instantly kill hostages and we get game over. But just in case it isn't... No, it's on fire immediately. Turning into a pretty standard, you and a bunch of friends attack the Mongols mission here. Ah, they still got chanty dudes. I was kind of hoping that would have ended with, oh, that's the wrong defense button. Kind of hoping that would have ended with, the death of, the eagle. This is going to be the last fight. There's no reason not to just use all the sticky bombs in creation here. And they're not doing, like, we instantly murder the person you came to rescue mechanics, which is nice. These may be the last supplies we ever acquire, guys. These may be the last supplies we ever acquire, guys. Man, will we get ghost kills one more time? Not if this guy has anything to say about it. Fuck. We got more of these yelling dudes around somewhere. He is. Apparently we'd gotten out of the range of his vocalizations before. Oh, Fune is here helping us out, so we have to keep her alive.
Thank you.
God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
The ship is ours! Put out the fires! Take everything you can carry!
Especially my daughter. I'm gonna grab some kunai. Oh, never mind. I don't have anything.
Where's Fune's daughter?
I went to speak to Fune, and she just ran off. Alright, well, this prisoner's in the hold. I guess. There's whiskey in the jar. Hi, I'm Fune's daughter. Oh, I'm Fune's daughter.
This is my daughter. Toki. It's me, Oka.
Oh, no. Oh. Why?
It's been consumed by Kusuri.
What's
I gave it
Kusuri?
to her to ease a broken arm.
Oh.
It's powerful medicine. It can be very addicting.
I didn't know she kept using it until she got a group of my men killed on a raid.
Then I sent her to be captured by
my
Mongols.
own law, she should have been executed.
But she was your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent her away. The
And she
crew was
continued using
furious.
drugs.
Some left. Some still hate me. I followed my laws to the letter.
It seems
Every
kind of
day
tacked
since.
on. Like, what? Like, this is a valid story to tell, but why would we be rescuing her from the Mongols for this?
You were trying to do the right thing.
I had a chance once. I found her in the back of a tea house, lost in a dream.
Dream of a red champion?
She'd soiled herself.
Oh.
By the stink, she'd been like that for days. I was so angry. I just left her there. I should have brought her home.
That's a fun way to end the series, isn't it?
Now you can. Let's get her off this boat.
Flashing back to the story of a daughter who sold herself and then sat in it for a few days.
That bitch who got my brothers killed.
Oh,
She has paid for that
That's
mistake.
a coincidence.
Not enough. You made sure of that. But don't worry. I'll let you say goodbye before I open her pretty little throat.
The girl was lost. Only a monster would spill her blood now.
This isn't your fight, Sakai.
Yes, it is.
Those of you still loyal to me, stand back. Leave these rats to us.
Okay, this is a one way to end your game. At least they won't have Mongol power, like non-stop getting powered up shit going on. This is their leader, and I totally failed to ghost kill him. You guys in here fighting? Oh no, Fune's down here fighting, like,
Take these traitors' bodies and cast them into the sea.
I would say a one-on-one fight with the generic. It's taking forever because we, you know,
Few allies.
he was a real jerk.
Your men respect you more than you know.
I'll admit, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised that we
My
ended
daughter
this
got
Let's
men
Play with the
killed.
story of a woman sitting in her own
Fathers,
shit for
brothers,
days.
Husbands. If it were anyone else, I would side with them.
You're where you should be. With your daughter.
Her mind is gone. But her body still suffers without Kusuri. I need to help her rest. Thank you.
Wait, so you're gonna kill her anyway?
Peace, Fune.
Wait, so she's gonna kill her? Ugh. We could have ended this whole series 20 minutes ago without the story of the mother who murders a bunch of guys to protect her daughter, but then probably is gonna kill her anyway? How could her mind just be gone? I mean, I know drugs, but he's part of the shoulder charge and spirit strike techniques. That's pretty cool. Although, like, by definition, you can't get this until you've already finished the game. Alrighty. Do we get to see the, oh, Mother's Law. Fune wants my help to revive... Never mind. It doesn't really tell us what happens at the end of it. Let's withdraw some ammo and then call it a series. Yeah, again, like, I could go fight that Fisher guy one more time, but, no, I think we need to let the finale of this series... It's been a long series. I've spent a lot of time just, like, reflecting on the game throughout. I don't know if there's a point in trying to do, like, summary thoughts now. But it's a game that took itself real seriously. I could see how people, like, you know, like I mentioned this Let's Player, or this YouTuber that I like, who kind of made fun of the game a bit. I love video featuring, like, silliness in the gameplay and stuff. Without a lot of commentary, mostly just showing the game in a light that made it look silly at times. And I can see how a game that takes itself super seriously like this, you're either really rolling with it and, like, into it, or it's, like, unbearable how full of itself it can get. But I will say, I had fun myself going around wearing Shingen Takeda's armor, but with a monkey helmet on for the last quite a few videos. The Iki Island DLC took a direction I wasn't expecting. Like, we didn't really spend that much time thinking about our dead father in the last game. But then making this, I guess I am going to pontificate here at the end. The whole thing with this, you know, the personal story of Jin dealing with the grief of his father's death and guilt, and some stuff that, like, we don't get detail about in the main game, but it makes perfect sense in the context of what we do know from the main game. That's pretty well done, I thought. The whole, like, it really did feel right up until the end, like they never pulled this away. The idea that the eagle really was talking to you. It wasn't Jin's own guilt entirely. They gave us a little storyline reason. I thank goodness. They mentioned in passing, while I was delirious and thought that the eagle was Yuna, he did mention to, you know, quote, Yuna, about his father being ambushed by raiders and killed at that specific place. So at the end, with this thematically appropriate, the final battle with the eagle takes place at the site of his father's death. they gave us an out to say, okay, the eagle doesn't literally have magic. This was all going on in his head. But there was a logical reason she would know about that. But still, like, it doesn't make that much sense. Well, I mean, they gave us that, like, you can kind of, if you really want to cling to that, Jin mentions, I told her, well, I thought that she was Yuna, where my father died. That's where she'll be waiting for me. But it's the taunting voice of the eagle in his head really telling him that that's where the fight's going to be. And then when the fight does go down there, it just feels like there's a whole lot of circumstantial evidence to say, we're meant to believe that the eagle really does have supernatural powers, which is kind of annoying because there's nothing else in the game where supernatural power and stuff is real. So, I don't know. I'm reminded of Tengu Stealth Assassins, or Tenchu Stealth Assassins, where there's a mission where you're told that, like, forest demons are doing something, and you go fight these, like, I guess they're the Ainu. They're these kind of mainland Japanese people, and they're dressed oddly, and they they speak oddly, and you treat, like, but the fact that the game briefing tells you that they're demons, and then, oh, no, they're obviously not demons, but this, in the superstitions of this time, you could see them as demons. Now, that game also features, like, weird fire-breathing cultists, so there's definitely, like, I don't know if they're saying the supernatural is real or not, but I like it when, like, I like a game sometimes where they'll talk about demons, but then you'll see, you know, wild animals or something, and, you know, oh, these are superstitious people who are seeing demons where there aren't. So, I don't know, but it was rubbing me the wrong way for a long time that the eagle really did seem, like, they kept it ambiguous, but, like, they really wrote the dialogue of the eagle in your mind in a way that suggested it was more than Jin's own feelings of guilt coming to the surface, that the eagle was, like, consciously manipulating him for the goals of the Mongols. But at the same time, her entire strategy for conquering Iki Island seemed entirely to turn around getting Jin Sakai to work for her as just one more of those guys who stands around in the background going, ah, like, she really seemed to risk a lot, in the very slim hope that he would become, like, willingly become a Mongol chanty guy, which, I mean, it's a gamble that didn't pay off, and it really didn't seem like it was worth the wager anyway, you know? Somebody loses $5 betting what appear to be 50-50 odds where they could win 1,000. You can kind of be like, yeah, I'm on board with that bet. In this case, it didn't really seem like a wise bet by the eagle. He was just a weird villain. Did talk in passing at one point about how there's not that many really good female villains in video games. Sometimes you get, like, a kind of like a lieutenant, like, you know, one Gara. I can't believe I remembered that name. One of the 4 followers of Haman Cruise was a woman. You'll get that, but, like, the actual main bad being a woman is not common, and I don't know how effective it was here. I guess it was a little change of pace, but she didn't seem to be as interesting a character as Khotun Khan. I guess part of it is because we spent very little time with her. We spent a lot of time with her voice in Jin's mind, which I was never convinced was really her voice. But Khotun Khan just seemed like a more intelligent and, in a way, threatening villain. The whole thing with the Eagle tribe, they just felt weird and disconnected from the rest of the Mongols. That might have been the weakest part of the story, is, like, you know, they obviously already have all these Mongol character models, and that was the main gameplay of the game. So it made sense for us to be fighting Mongols on Iki Island, but yeah, the game suffered a bit without Khotun Khan, and I couldn't get past the fact that from a dramatic stakes perspective, it seemed like we had already, on a larger island, already defeated the Mongols, and whatever force was here at Iki Island. But I guess I have to tell them, yeah, like, the fight with the Mongols is still going on back on Tsushima, I guess. The story is just over. I don't know. I'm vamping now. It's already gone far longer than I anticipated, so I really do just need to wrap it. But that's going to be it for this series. There's rumors that there might be a sequel to this game. I don't really see how you could do one. I mean, you could have the same development team do a similar genre game, but I don't see any world in which a direct sequel to this game makes sense unless you just go way departing from history. Or you do a game that like Neo 2 doesn't really feel like a sequel to Neo. It does weird things near the end where suddenly what's his name? Adama. Is his name Adama, or am I confusing him with the guy from Battlestar Galactica? Anjin-san comes back. In a really weird way, they suddenly connect Neo 2 to Neo very late in the main game. But yeah, like you could do something where it's the same game engine and the same style, and also set in Japan's past, but I don't think you can do a direct sequel about Jin Sakai. Which is why I'm fairly confident that we are done with Ghost of Tsushima. And I know by the time I finished this, like, it didn't get a lot of attention early, and I kept it going a long time. I know at least one person who was interested in the game picked it up, played it themselves, beat the whole game, and then came back and said, "You're still playing this?" I feel like the Iki Island DLC, like if you just ignored all side content, went through the main story, I don't think it takes very long at all. But I was doing a fairly completionist run, and I know I missed some things, but at this point it would involve taking a guide and picking through real carefully to find little bits of content I missed. And I'm still enjoying it, but I long since hit the point where there was a lot of tedium with some of these things. So I think I got more than my money's worth out of this game, and I'm done. I'll tell you, it was an interesting ride, though, because it's been going for so long. I remember breaking down, getting quasi-emotional during a battlefield scene, just talking about stuff that's going on with my health and my life, and now it's like that has gone up and down while this is going on. Like, I've had surgeries and recoveries and chemo before, during, and like, I don't want to say after. I'm hoping all that's done, but like, yeah, this game had been like, I had like relapses and then gone back into remission over the course of this, and I've been playing it and for so long, and now we are finally done. And the only way to finish a series that has been going on this long and it's been this impactful would be with a story about a girl who soiled herself and then sat in it for days. So let that be the final thought we all have about Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know if I'm going to start a new series right away. I might need to start cutting back on how many things I have going at once. But one of these series needed to wrap up, and I think I had fun with this one, but I'm ready for it to be done. So we will remember with honor Ghost of Tsushima. I've now vamped enough that my planned joke on ending with the girl who soiled herself has already gone by. Like petals in wind, the joke of the soiled pants girl has left the stage now.